Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at page 20 in your lesson book. And you can see right off the bat that page 20 is all about a brand new note. And that note is called B flat. So the first important thing to know is what the flat symbol actually looks like. Some of you may have never encountered a flat note before. So if you see a symbol like this in front of a note, that means that that note is going to be a flat. So you can look through page 20 and see that there are several B flats written throughout that page. Now, something that's kind of strange about this book is that they've taught the violins a different B flat than the violas and cellos, even though all of these instruments can play both of the different types of B flats. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you both of them. Know that your book only tells you about one, and you're only going to have to play one on your page, but I want you to know how to play both. Okay, so a flat, make a note flat, means you're taking the regular note and making it a half step lower. So you're lowering the note a little bit. So you're going one half step lower. And what that means is that you're generally going to back your hand up or move something lower down the fingerboard. So this way, if you're a cello, it's going up. If you're a violin or viola, it's going away from you. And that's how we're going to approach learning these B flat notes. So what I'd like you to do is to play a B on your A string. So for everyone, that's one finger on the A string. It should sound like this. Okay, so remember, to make it flat, we're going to make it one half step lower. So what we're going to do is take our first finger and back it up, and it should sound like this. And that is a B flat on the A string. So again, here's the regular B, and then when you back it up, that's a B flat. That's the B flat that is in the violin book. So that's the one you'll be playing today, violins. The other B flat we can play is on the G string. So let's play a regular B on the G string. So if you're a violin or viola, it's a high 2, a space between your first and second finger on G. If you're a cello, it's 3 fingers. So let's hear that note. And then to make it flat, remember, we're going to lower it. So if you are a violin or viola, you're going to take your second finger and back it up right next to your first finger to play a low 2, just like we do to make F naturals and C naturals. And if you're a cello, you're just going to go to your second finger. So this is what the B flat sounds like. Okay, so here's B natural and B flat. Good, and that's the B flat that is written in the viola and cello book. So that's what you'll be dealing with for this lesson. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look now at some of the exercises. So we'll start with number 92. Okay, and a couple of things. Violins, you have probably the hardest job of all the instruments, because when you play your B flat on the A string with your low 1, you're going to have to remember that there is a whole step or a space between all of your fingers, which we're not used to doing. This is kind of a strange thing for us to do for the first time. So you have a low 1, a space to 2, and a space to 3. So there's going to be a space between all of your fingers. It'll sound like this. Okay, and violas and cellos, again, yours is lower. It's going to sound like this. And you guys get to play open D. That makes yours just a hair easier, but still this is a challenge for everyone. So let's go ahead and play number 92. Get your B flat set however your book has asked you to play it. Okay, and here we go with 92. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you might have to do that a couple of times to get that spacing that I was talking about, all of those whole steps. And violins, it looks like it marks that in your book to remind you a whole step or a space between your fingers. Okay, number 93. Let's give this one a try. So again, if you're a violin, what you should do to get that first note is to set low 1, space to 2, space to 3, and then you're ready to play your first note. Cellos and violas, yours starts just, you can start it on an open D, and then you have to remember the B flat when we get there. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. hopefully you recognize that. That's Mary Had a Little Lamb. I think it's really nice when you're learning a new note to have a melody that you're familiar with. And that way you can say, oh, hang on a second, I wasn't playing that right. For example, if you didn't play a B flat, this is what it would sound like. And that's not right, right? So it's nice to have something that you know what it's supposed to sound like as you're practicing a new note. All right, let's go on to number 94. Same kind of thing here. There really aren't many differences except, let's see, violas. You get to go down to a low D. So there's a really low note there in your fifth measure. Make sure you catch that. That's one finger on the C string. I don't know that you've ever gotten to do that before. So that's pretty exciting to get to play that note. So here we go with 94. 1, 2, 3, 4. So hopefully we're starting to kind of get a hang of these B flats. I know they are different, but again, just like with everything, the more you do them, the easier they get. Oh, that's it. I thought there was another one. Sorry about that. I guess there's only 3 exercises on this page, and that is okay with me because, again, we're just working on getting familiar with that B flat. And also you can practice playing that other B flat that we worked on at the beginning of our lesson. So we will go over these together when we meet, and I can't wait to hear your B flats.